A huge welcome, everybody, to our game of the week. Finally, it is here. You can take all that just another game stuff and throw it out. The eyes of the nation are on this field today, and that's what these players live for. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And this crowd coming to life. They're trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Breaking through defenders. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, nice, accurate.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. And the Buffaloes have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's going to take off here. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
It's 3rd down for the offense. Try and muscle for the first down. The Buffaloes moving quickly down the field here.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Colorado.
And the Buffaloes pick up enough for a first down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking right, this one caught. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes. And this guy can fly. To see it again here, nice catch.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He breaks free. He escapes the snap. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew the one thing he can't do here is take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. Now, he didn't pick up the first down, but he gave him a shot. He'll get some love from his guys for that effort.
And the kick is good. The offense settles for 3 on the drive. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. He'll take off from deep in the end zone. He stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. To the air, it's Cavazos. Moving out of the pocket now. He's taken down behind the line. He's going to lose a yard or 2.
Well, this offense better get it together. First sack in the game, and it's by a defensive back to try to set the tone.
We go backwards on first down, so it's 2nd and long from the 19. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Caught right near the sideline for a big gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
New center down to the offense. 1st and 10. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Offense looking to throw the ball. He's escaping the pocket now. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Linebacker shifting around now. Takes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around you.
The extra point makes it a 4-point game. Here's the kickoff team now, set to move this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot. So it's sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8. shotgun, drops back. Looking for his big tight end. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment. But here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Drop back here on third down. He eludes the rush. He bought some time, now lets it go. And it's incomplete again. Fourth down coming up.
Well, that's a great job by this defense of getting pressure with only 3 pass rushers. They leaves 8 back in coverage. It makes it very difficult to find an open man. But, boy, you'll play that defense all day if you can get that kind of pressure with just 3 guys.
And the returner will be brought down. Set it down for the offense. First down. Movement here from the tight end. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Looking to pass. It's Cavazos. Tries the right with a quick throw. Has his clock right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Movement at the 2nd level of the defense now. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football.
Just love watching this back run. He gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
Now it's 2nd down here. Here's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. They'll try to add the lead now with PAT. PAT is good, so the lead now is 11. The kickoff team on the field now as it gets set to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. They'll hand it off. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think they're going to run, maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the Buffaloes pick up enough yards to get a fresh set of downs.
He's brought down at the 28.
Here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And the single back takes the handoff. That run moves the ball across the 35.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice game.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They'll run it here. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
That's a great play all around by the this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Third down play for this offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
Here we go, fourth down. They'll try to run for it. The Buffaloes are on the move here.
Man, that is a gutsy call to go for it on fourth down in your own territory. But you can see that this coach is confident in his offense and going to their go-to plays that they call specifically for these situations.
And the Buffaloes are going to keep this drive rolling. Receiver in motion now. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Second down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
First down, looking to throw the football. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
Yeah, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
A quick throw out left, complete. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Offense getting set. It's second down. To throw again. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And wisely throw that one away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. He does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Now it's third and short in the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Snags the quick throw. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up fourth down.
Chris, give him some credit here. He's fighting to get to that first down, breaks the tackle, just comes up a little bit short of first down.
The offense will go for here on fourth down and 3. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a fourth down conversion. Drive stays alive. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Well, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
That goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Intercepted in the end zone. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points. At the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
And they hand it off to the back. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Breaks loose on the scramble, picks up a decent gain, short of the first down. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Looking for the wideout. He's got a receiver wide open here. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Second down play coming up.
Here we go.
They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Catch made on the right side. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. The offense will now quickly spend the timeout. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get to first.
The back's got him on the pitch. Brought down quickly after the pitch. The defense reading that option very well. No huddle here for the offense. Looking to throw. It's Cavazos. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Chris, that ball gets tipped and goes straight up into the air. That's anybody's ball. The defense does a really good job down in this area expecting the pass. The ball's in the air. Ball gets tipped. Keep in mind, the offense or the defense can get underneath that for a play, and the ball hits the ground for an incompletion.
The pass rush closing in. Finds his target, and it's complete. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's first and goal. The offense will quickly spend the timeout here for the play. Very efficient on third down, and now it's first down and goal. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Past the 50. He's past the 30. Inside the 10. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Buffaloes. And a pick six. A monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
The extra point is good and a draw within 14-10. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Here's the handoff. Finds room to the 30. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Buffaloes will kick this away to start the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's for the drive to start.
And the offense will take over 1st and 10.
Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's going to take off. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
That's how you get after the quarterback. This is a great play by the defense of being able to affect the timing between the quarterback and the receiver. And, man, how about the hit at the end of the play? And he laid the hit stick on him there.
2nd down after that previous play. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. What a move. Makes one man miss. Picks out the first down before they stop it. Offense in hurry-up mode. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Daniel. He has first down yardage at the 46. They bring it down. The sophomore quarterback shows what a candidate he has.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability of getting them the ball in space. Right, the defense has to pay attention to it. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this. The quarterback makes a good read and he's first down.
The 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Dropping back, it's Cavazos. Lets it go quickly. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. We get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure allowing him to sit back and pick apart his zone defense.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Receiver makes the catch. He shreds the tackle. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
And he'll lost it to the end zone. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch in bounds, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
And 3rd and short, try to pick it up on the ground. Tackle made at the 26, good enough for a first down.
Nice first down run here by this running back. These are the kind of situations on 3rd and short confidence he can wear that defense down psychologically.
The sure hands. It's Daniel.
This is why running the football is so important. Run the ball, you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Coming up the first snap in the red zone on this drive. Back to pass. It's Cavazos. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up in a minute.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. Will he score here?
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
And he has to try the extra point. Extra point makes the lead 11. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
Returner goes out of bounds.
And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. He makes the grab. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from him.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on second down. Off the RPO, pop to the right. Tackle, but first down.
Complete via the screen. Picks up 6. And that's good enough for first down.
The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. He just can't take the sack.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense. The adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. And he'll set up to throw. Let's it fly to the wideout. Oh, he misfires again. 3 in a row.
Well, you can see what happens when you try to squeeze it into a tight window. An incompletion, probably the best result you could have hoped for, because an interception is the most likely outcome anytime you throw into double cover.
They'll kick it away here. And that sets up a return. They'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. Now the first play of this drive now from the 35. Off the play fake on first down. That's a bullet over the middle. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. caught over the middle. It's Knox. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Looking downfield, it's Cavazos. Defense is coming after him. They chase him down and tried to run for it, but it'll bring up fourth down.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the first down. Boy, he gave him a chance.
So here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory.
Here we go.
Direct snap to the back. They stop him with a 47, but that's enough for a first down.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. They're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up the first down. That's what they call here. Works out perfectly.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And they heave it deep downfield. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away, and they finally get things going this time. He's moving out of the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Well, I always want to see quarterbacks try to pick up some additional yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have got to stay in the game and stay on the field. He's got to be careful out there.
He'll hand it off. The Buffaloes pick up enough yardage to move the sticks.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Back behind the quarterback, aligned in a pistol. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Going for a big play downfield. And it's intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, with this quarterback, love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Offense on the field to take over.
Here we go.
There's the handoff. Tackled up near midfield at the 48.
Well, let's see how these guys do here. They're kind of in that 4-minute offense mode where they're trying to work as much clock as they can on this drive, working with the lead. Still want to be balanced as best you can, but the important thing is picking up first downs, keeping the ball in bounds, and keep working that clock.
Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do well.
We'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field, it's Cavazos. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Defense able to stop it. It's fourth down now.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's third down, do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't quite get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards.
See if he can make something happen with the return. And the returner steps out. They'll mark the football right there. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Here comes a handoff. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. So that offensive penalty will be declined to the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Got him for a sack. A big play made them on the senior leaders of this defense.
That takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and sack against their quarterback.
So from his own end zone, he gets the kick away. Oh, and he's got some space here. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. The offense is set up with excellent field position. Back to throw. It's Cavazos. Receiver makes the grab. Simple throw, all the yards, and after the catch, explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes the catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. They'll return it from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team to bring it down at the 16.
Colorado offense will take over first and 10.
This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
They're going to run it here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back, just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the fourth quarter.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Colorado.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. And they'll run it with the draw play. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard. It'll be 4th down. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. 4th down, looking to throw for it. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there. And the defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments. They'll run this play from the pistol formation.
29 Philly.
Handoff as they try to work the clock here. Runs into the teeth of that defense, picks up just a couple yards.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Sticking with the running game. And that's a solid gain. The defense able to bring it down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
How impressive these guys have been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the 1st down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
And with this one wrapped up, the quarterback will just take a knee. Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This one got out of hand early, ended up being a rout.
That's putting it nicely, Chris, right? This was a complete blowout. A solid performance in all areas by this team. Their coaches should be proud of how they looked out there.